Bigfoot in it. Oh, anyway, I'll read you this first. This is like a little short story. It's not too long.
That's cool. Short story.
This is called Bigfoot Meets Granny's Apple Pie. Okay, I only know this story because I was caught red-handed by Bigfoot while exploring Bigfoot's cave. I was a prisoner for 3 days before he finally let me go, and if I would promise never to tell his location. So as he told me, I tell you in Bigfoot's own words. You know, by nature I am nocturnal and like to roam around with the light of the moon over my shoulder. My keen eyes don't miss much in the dark, so I'm good to go. Lately, though, I've acquired a curiosity about these two-legged or human people. Mostly I see them with this horrified look on their faces when they catch me in their headlights at night. Heck, it's fun to pretend they're not here and walk out in front of them, then act real surprised and then speed off into the woods out of sight. The old run, dodge, and jump. Anyway, I soon realized I'd learn more about two-legged people if I stayed up all day and slept at night. It was shocking, delightful, sad, funny, disheartening, and uplifting to observe the daytime activities of this strange creature. I learned that the daytime two legs was 180 degrees different from the nighttime two legs. Two separate worlds for a single species. In the day, people hurry up and negotiate, regulate, and vindicate. They rattle on, spit, shine, incorporate, and save time. Then in the night, they celebrate, they communicate, they marinate, they release the brake, they innovate, suspend the rule, and act the fool. Take the cake and motivate. Have some fun and walk, don't run. But the important thing I learned is what them humans can do with some cinnamon, some sugar, and some apples. Something they call apple pie. Oh me, oh my, apple pie. To study the humans, I decided to hide in the trees in the park for a while. Then got brave and started observing them from rooftops, air conditioning ducts, closets, steeples, bus stops, and finally I was in the rafters in a barn outside of town. I was watching these farmers trimming their plants, and a lot of smoke was rising up where I was. For a minute, I was obsessing on this Bigfoot I was looking at, before I realized it was my own Bigfoot. Damn, I got really big feet. Let's see. I realized I had been in denial and couldn't blame the two-legged ones for calling me Bigfoot. I had to admit they were right about that part. Anyway, that's when it happened. One of the females walked into the barn and told the trimmers they could have some apple pie and come outside for a picnic under the apple tree. While they went to wash up, I did the old skunk walk over and up into that apple tree. They soon gathered under the tree and opened a basket that held a hot oven-baked apple pie. I suddenly had a hunger attack like never before. I thought I must be hungrier than a whole family of grizzly bears. The smell of that apple pie wafted up into the tree, and it was so overpowering my will to keep still. I started to panic. Was I crazy enough to show myself in broad daylight for a piece of apple pie? I thought, I'm Bigfoot. They will all scream and then jump up and run off, and I'll grab the pie. Simple. No one will believe they saw me and think they were hallucinating from eating too much sugar. So I jumped out of the tree with fangs flashing and as a wild animal roar that scared even me. Now, all but one of those people popped. Anyway, they popped out of here like jacks in the box. They screamed and ran away. All but one, the one they call Granny. Before I knew it, I saw that basket coming straight at my face. Too late to duck, that basket shattered in pieces, leaving the apple pie and inside mine now locked tightly between my powerful jaws. It was time to boogie, so I did. Treetop to treetop, I left Granny saying things she shouldn't say and shaking her bony fists at me. But I had the pie. The news said I attacked an old lady, terrified a bunch of college kids, and committed grand theft of an apple pie. That's a bad rap for poor old misunderstood Bigfoot to bear. The problem is, it's all true. But I don't care. See, 'cause that apple pie was scrumptious and delicious, and most certainly cognitious, very super, extra flavor, cinnamon-licious, aromatic pie. It was pie to die for. Not risk everything, just to taste the tang of a cinnamon and sugar, deep encrusted center of a hot, delicious serving of Granny's apple pie. So it's kind of like a new take on Bigfoot, you know?
You can sell a lot of pie after that.
Yeah.
We got pie right over
Yeah,
here.
You
exactly.
had pie on the exit?
I was saying Briscoe's girlfriend's into the internet and shit.